Unconscious bias is when we make judgments or decisions on the basis of our prior experience, our own personal deep-seated thought patterns, assumptions, or interpretations, and we are not aware that we are doing it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Ifechi Health and Wellness. Recently I was discussing with somebody, and the discussions and what she was passing through actually made me to think of this unconscious bias, because that's actually what was causing the problem. What led to how she was feeling was just that people are unconsciously biased about her. This is causing problems a lot, especially in the workplace and such like. So I said, let me bring this to our attention. Somebody may be wondering, what actually is unconscious bias? I just explained that. But I want to further say that unconscious bias refers to the automatic associations and reactions that arise when we encounter our person or our group. Instead of maintaining neutrality, or instead of being neutral, we tend to associate positive or negative stereotypes with certain groups and let these biases influence our behaviors towards them. And what are stereotypes? Stereotype is a widely held, simplified, and essential belief about a specific group. Groups are often stereotyped on the basis of their sex, gender, identity, race, ethnicity, nationality, age, socio-economic status, language, and so on and so forth. There are so many stereotypes, and stereotypes are deeply embedded within social institutions and wider culture. Whether we want to believe this or not, it's always there. There's always stereotype. There's always unconscious bias. I want to talk more about unconscious bias in the workplace, because the person I was speaking with, it happened in the workplace. So unconscious bias in the workplace, it refers to human tendency to form opinions about others in the office without having enough relevant information. And the bias can stem from, some of these stereotypes I've just mentioned, or preconceived notions, or past experiences, or gut instinct. Unconscious bias occurs when an individual is unaware of a prejudice. For example, if you're, let me say, a social worker or a teacher, or maybe use social worker as an example, and you are looking after children who are not well looked after, or who were sexually abused, or who had one kind, and if you yourself pass through something like that when you are growing up, unconscious bias can come into it. You forget that you are dealing with somebody else. You start thinking about your own time. Oh, that's what happened to me. Oh, yes, they are capable of doing this. Oh, this. So you are now applying unconscious bias without even knowing it. So it's very important that we always bear this in mind, that unconscious bias, most of all, in fact, everybody has a bit of it. We may not agree. We may say, oh, no. Sometimes you look after your own people. You look out for people who you think looks like you. Sometimes you come in a group. If you're different, maybe your color or whatever, people may not want to associate with you or talk with you, or they will just make you unconsciously, they are so biased about you, but they don't even though they don't say anything, but their action speaks louder. For example, you want to hire a manager, and then you tend to, gravitate towards a job applicant that you share the same alma mater with, or maybe that name sounds familiar. I know that person, I went to the same school with them. Yeah, they will be good in this company and all the rest of it. So unconscious bias is coming in because, they went to this school, that was my alma mater. Immediately, you become more interested. You start leaning towards that person. People will say, I don't have that. I don't have unconscious bias. No, but you do. We all do to some extent. And we don't even know that we are doing it. It affects everyone. Unconscious, but if we have to be truthful to ourselves, unconscious bias affects everyone. Because it is triggered by our brain automatically making quick judgments and assessments about people. They can be influenced by our background, our personal experiences, as I said before, or just social stereotypes and cultural context. People from this area behave like this. I don't want to marry from that area. When it comes to our background, they're people from that place behaves like this. In a way, you're unconsciously biased about certain people because, people from, that's how they behave. Don't go there. As you can see, we are all guilty of unconscious bias. Why I'm bringing it up in this my health and wellness channel is that her mental health has been affected by this unconscious bias. They didn't even give her a chance just because she's from a certain group or she looks different from most of them in that workplace. They sort of started treating her in a way that her mental health has been affected. Her general health has been affected. Why? Why can we not accept people as they are? Think about this. Unconscious bias is very, very bad. I saw some of these quotes as I was going in to look more into unconscious bias. Somebody wrote and said, don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear, and that is very true. Most people don't really want the truth. They just want constant reassurance that what they believe is the truth. You didn't hear this very well. Most people don't really want the truth. They just want constant reassurance that what they believe is the truth. Don't be in such a hurry to condemn a person because he or she doesn't do what you do or think as you think. Remember, there was a time when you didn't know what you know today. So don't treat people like, you should have known that. Because you think you are more clever. Clever is not just in getting degree, second degree, third degree, and all the rest of it. Let me say this one again before I conclude. Don't be in such a hurry to condemn a person because he or she doesn't do what you do or think as you think. There was a time when you didn't know what you know today. So let us be very careful and accommodating. Let us be very conscious of unconscious bias because we all are guilty of this. Some of these things I've just mentioned now will tell you that we are all guilty. So don't say, I'm not. No. We are all in it together. But we have to speak to ourselves and work very hard to avoid unconscious bias because it can lead to so many things. As this lady I was speaking with, it has led, it has affected her mental health, and we don't want to be part of somebody's mental health declining. I'm going to stop this video here. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye and God bless. Remember to share this video. I always don't remember to say that. Share the video. Remember to give it a thumb up. It helps with our video a lot. See you soon. Bye.